Daily Horoscope, the 3rd of December 2016. Daily Horoscope for Aries. Ruling planets, Mars, Pluto. To really receive the information, you need to be receptive to what is being said. Something shared with you today will indeed help you understand more clearly what you need to do to fulfill your need for adventure, exploration and understanding generally. Your typical boldness is accentuated today, and the spotlight's your need to try something different to be out ahead of your peers. You have a lucky day or two with Mercury aspecting your sun sign at present. It's very hard not to want to give of yourself to others, but you need to do so in a measured way, as others are likely to take advantage of you. Try to avoid confrontations today, as this will lead to long-term disagreements. That's the last thing you need. Mars is still prodding you with irritability and impatience. Daily Horoscope for Taurus. Ruling planets, Venus. If you are too honest about your opinions, you may insult someone. You need to be clever in giving your side of the story. Diplomacy is your keyword today. There may be issues with children today, and you don't quite know what the real story is. Use your intuition to get to the bottom of things. Your career is still under the spotlight, but you could be feeling as if you need much more focus at this time. With family commitments and activities chewing up more and more of your time, you could be creating a rod for your own back. You realize that you may have to take on a lot more responsibility, and this thought is itself quite daunting. If you're working or studying, this is a period of promotion. However, as better marks, all round can be expected. Horoscope for Gemini. Ruling planets, Mercury. Little pieces of financial good news are comforting, but remember that one swallow doesn't make a summer. Don't rest on your laurels yet simply because you've had a few titillating pieces of information indicating a trend towards success. The trick now is to consolidate some of the gains you've made and keep moving forwards and upwards without allowing your mind to spiral down into any sort of negativity. If you don't happen to have same good news every single day in the next couple of months. The key word now is positivity. You may be offered something by someone of seniority, but you need to be careful not to ingratiate yourself to them. Read between the lines before accepting any offer or gift. Tie up financial loose ends now as well. Something is bothering you, and the fact that you aren't addressing the issue is making it worse. Daily Horoscope for Cancer. Ruling planets, Moon. You don't necessarily need to go anywhere just now to feel happy. This habit of running here, there and everywhere is simply a distraction from the fact that you may not have enough to keep you occupied and satisfied within the confines of your own home. Try to find meaning where you are right now. Of course, apart from exhausting yourself, you may also save a few dollars. Trust has to be mutual, and unfortunately now it is very much lopsided. If you happen to be in a relationship or even a friendship of sorts, someone may have transgressed your trust and you could be struggling with how to win that back. The main component of this initiative is time and patience. You need to observe the results over a longer period and don't be in too much of a rush for those outcomes. Not going to happen overnight. Daily Horoscope for Leo. Ruling planets, Sun. A new cycle has commenced professionally, and you may actually meet someone now who not only becomes a mentor but a friend as well. Use the energy of Venus to solidify your social activities and plug into opportunities through your networking skills to enhance your career and financial net worth. Borrowing money for the correct sorts of investments may also pay off handsomely in the coming year or so, but this requires careful and diligent investigation first. Don't take decisions or move in any new direction without consultation now, as you're likely to be accused of doing things in contradiction of others' desires and out of a sense of ego. At least if you consult with others, they will be partly responsible for any sort of outcome. This is simply the best and most diplomatic course of action now. Daily horoscope for Virgo. Ruling planets, Mercury. Communications can be forceful now, and in some ways you need to drive the point home if you're going to be successful in professional circles. No one likes a weakling, and if you think that playing the game timidly is going to win you favor, you are wrong. You can assert yourself without coming across as an egomaniac, but agreed, finding that delicate balance between two extremes is difficult indeed, and obviously means walking a fine line during the upcoming meetings you have planned. Sit down today and watch nature, get into the rising or setting sun, the feel of the cool breeze on your skin, the feel of the oxygen you are breathing. It's a time of connecting with nature and settling yourself into this moment of what is. Daily horoscope for Libra. Ruling planets, Venus. You feel as if you're treading water, and going nowhere at the moment. Don't let life become something completely distasteful. This is how work and life feel sometimes, but somewhere in that tedium, boredom and frustration is a golden jewel waiting your discovery. This treasure is not actually on the outside, but something within yourself that comes in the form of attitude. Today is all about shifting your perspective and looking for the gold amongst the ore. Some fortuitous opportunity may arise now due to an introduction by a friend. You should investigate this thoroughly and not feel as if you're simply using other people for your own gain. If you are respectful and express gratitude for these new connections, no harm will come. In fact, showing your gratitude will open up even more doors for your friends and unexpected sources as well. Daily horoscope for Scorpio. Ruling planets, Pluto, Mars. You're thinking more seriously about money and how to cut back overheads. Being frugal may not have been exactly your forte over the last couple of years, but now you are realizing the importance of respecting every single cent that you earn. Others may see you as being harsh, tight-fisted or downright materialistic, but you must coordinate your finances with a much more strategic approach now. You can essentially communicate anything you wish today, so why not use it to make money by tying up some deals, seeking out new opportunities financially, and generally making the right connections. You can't be lazy about this, but Mercury allows you to employ an element of humor to get others on the side. You have a brilliant streak mentally now, and some of your ideas will be very novel and attractive to those who wish to part with some money. Don't waste this excellent chance. Daily horoscope for Sagittarius. Ruling planets, Jupiter, Neptune. You're just not in the mood for a real-world day today. See, your intuitive powers are turned up, so trust your first impressions. Stay away from people and places that could pollute the purity of your auric clarity. If you're into meditation or spirituality, today's the day. Powerful dreams need to be heeded. Intuition is strong now, and you must see if there is some way you can transpose these insights into your practical, day-to-day life. Moon and Jupiter offer you some luck, although you need to be able to distinguish the genuine from the fake. This is not only to do with business or professional offers, that even in your day-to-day negotiations with those who service you and sell you varying products. Keep your wits about you. Daily horoscope for Capricorn. Ruling planets, Saturn, Uranus. This is a time when friendship grows, but you could get a little too heavy and demanding for your own good. Friendships flourish when you accept the person for who they are rather than what you expect from them. Be accepting of the faults of those you consider friends, and that friendship will blossom because you choose to base it on an unconditional love. Any sort of insurance issues or banking matters that have lapsed or you've been lax in can be solved right now. Taking financial advice is not about an idea if the person is professional and you trust them. Difficult aspects between many of the planets now hinder the fact that although you may be earning money, you may be confused on how best to invest or save that money for a future rainy day. Daily horoscope for Aquarius. Ruling planets, Uranus, Saturn. Be careful not to display too many of your talents in case those who are less capable become envious. Being good sometimes creates enemies. You may still be hurting from some negative experiences, so reserve injuring others and rather look at your own personal growth throughout this process. Relationships can fare better today with the Moon and Jupiter joining in your zone of relationships. Although the opportunity is there, still need to take your time and investigate the background of the person, their friendships and more importantly their ideal. Do they match yours? In the heat of the moment, it's easy to dismiss these sorts of questions as trivial, but in the long run these are the questions that count. Daily horoscope for Pisces. Ruling planets, Neptune, Jupiter. If you can't fix the defects in others, leave them alone and teach them by example. This is the only thorough antidote. If you're at home or job hunting, today is the day when you could find success in the form of an offer or referral. Settle for no less than what you believe is fair. If you keep thinking like everyone else, you'll never come up with anything unique or world-shattering. It's time to approach your work from a completely different angle. Your life has to be one which is indelibly imprinted with your own personal and unique signature. Health issues need addressing now. This could also relate to any sort of insurance policies that you have.